thing called tuna sashimi. 3, 2, 1.
Hello guys, Toon here back again, and it's just turned November now, so basically it's pick up times for everything I picked up in October. Say in October I went to Play Expo Manchester, which was a pretty cool event. A lot of retro stores there. Picked up a few little things, nothing much actually to be honest, but I picked up a few things. I think we'll start with the Mega Drive games. As you may have noticed from my review, I did pick up Dino Crisis. I say it's had quite an intriguing, cool little cover, Japanese game. The cover's class, and I never really heard it, so I thought I'd give it a go. And yeah, it's basically a pinball game. Japanese. It's not particularly too great. It suffers from it's got a lot of problems. It suffers from slow down the frame skipping and stuff, and it's nowhere near as Alien Crush or Devil Crash. Nowhere near as good. But anyway, that was the first pickup. It's more of a curiosity pickup, but didn't turn out to be too great, unfortunately. So that was my first one. My second pickup was Duel Master on the Mega Drive. I know this game's not supposed to be the greatest game in the world, but it was a $5, so I thought I'd pick it up. I'll give it a go. I've played it on emulator before. It's like a sideways scrolling, I know, like action game type thing. Yeah, so that was the 2 Mega Drive games I picked up at Play Expo. I also picked up one PC Engine game, Browning. I used to have this back in the day, it's a long time ago. It's basically, I don't know whether you can see it on the back. It's a robot game, and you scroll from left to right, and you can fly and shoot and stuff. And it's not a bad game. It's not fantastic, but it's pretty decent. So that was that. So that's my Play Expo stuff over with. So that was that. What I did this month as well is it's coming up Christmas time, and I've got a WiiU, and all I've had really for a long time is Mario Kart, Bayonetta, and Donkey Kong Jungle Freeze or something like that, I think it's called. Yeah, so I haven't really had that many games to play. It's just that there was a load of games that I wanted to pick up for the machine, and I was thinking of maybe, I don't know, get 1 or 2 payday or something, because Wii games, as you may have noticed, they tend to sell second hand for quite expensive, and they're always like full price new, especially some of the really good games on the machine. They just don't drop in price at all. So I was pretty damn lucky, and done a bit of a trade and a bit of money, bought 1 or 2, traded a few, and I managed to pick up a load of Wii U games and some PlayStation games by spending a bit of cash. It cost me like 45 quid. 2 Mega Drive games, nothing special, Mrs. Pac-Man and something else I think it was. And then I picked up a load of Wii U games, so happy days. So the first one I'll show you I picked up. First one is Yoshi's Woolly World. I have played this before on a Wii U when it first came out, and it is pretty cool. It's a platform game. Like I say, if you play it on the easy level, it's just a breeze, it's simple. But if you play it on the higher difficulty, other than the normal difficulty, it is a little bit tricky at times, but I really fancied it. It looks a pretty cool, fun game. So that was the first Wii U game I picked up. And what came with that as well was the cutest amiibo ever. So that's pretty much the Yoshi amiibo. Sorry, not amiibo. And this one is made of wool. How cool is that? Really woolen. It's really lovely made for what it is, and yep, that definitely is the coolest amiibo ever. So that came with that as well, and this is the game which I've been playing quite a lot of lately. And that's Super Mario 3D World. I can't say how good this game is. It is really good. I remember the year that this actually came out. There was a load of top end games that came out on the other consoles, and this one game of the year basically. And I can see why. It is 4 players. It is pretty fantastic, and it is a bit like Digital Crack when you're playing it. Once you start playing it, you just want to keep going and going and going, and you don't want to put it down. And it's just, I don't know, it's just really good. So I'm almost, I nearly finished it. I think I'm on the last world now, so it should be fun. So that's that one. I also picked up WiiU. I see this game when it first came out didn't get particularly great reviews. I think it was more like the 7s, maybe 1 or 2 give it an 8. But if I've been looking at the top 10 Wii U games worth getting, and if you have a look at all the top 10s, WiiU tends to be in every one of them. It just got released on the PS4 as well, so you can download it on PS4 if you fancy it. So I picked up that as well. So that should be interesting. So that was that. Yeah, Wonderful 101. This is another game that you don't tend to see new, to be honest. And when you do see it new, it tends to be about 40 quid. You don't tend to get it second hand much either. Interesting, cool little game, which involves you like picking up loads of characters and using them as weapons, like turning them into swords and guns and stuff. And yeah, so I picked that up as well. And if you're interested in getting that these days, if you look on Shop2 at the moment, this is actually 15 quid, brand new. And that's a bargain, because you never see a new half the time. So I picked up Wonderful 101, which I do want to really have a good go of. And the last Wii U game I picked up was Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Some of these levels are actually in Super Mario World 3D, and the levels are really cool and a nice distraction. This game looks brilliant. I was playing it down with my mates for a few hours, and it is really good fun. It's basically just like a puzzle game with Captain Toad, and you rotate the levels around. It's quite clever. So I picked up that as well. So that was a pretty nice haul of Wii U games, especially for it cost me 2 Mega Drive games for 45 quid altogether. So I think I had a pretty good deal there, so I can't fault that. Also included in that deal was, which I didn't mention, was Samurai Shodown 6 Japanese copy as well, which is fantastic. I can't remember the name of it. Tanken something or something. I couldn't hear this, but Samurai Shodown 6 Japanese. So you can't fault that. Was chucked in on the deal as well, so you can't fault that. And I love the Samurai Shodown games, and some of my favourite old school beat 'em ups. And this one's really good. And to have the original for the PS2 was really nice. So yeah, so I had that in the deal as well. I was also given this on the PS2. It's No One Lives Forever. This is a first-person shooter. I think this one came out on the PC, but yeah, I haven't tried it yet. But made by Sierra, but look at it. But yeah, that was a freebie, so I can't fault that. And the last thing I picked up this month, let's move my Yoshi. The last thing I picked up this month, it took a little while to come from Japan. I picked up this. I don't know if I can put an angle so you can see it. This is the cave shooting artwork book, and it's basically got a lot of the artwork from a lot of the cave games. I had to buy this from Japan because it's a Japan only release. And if I can find something to let's use my cover. And in here there's like if I could show you, there's a lot of the artwork from the cave games. That's from Death Smiles. There's loads of the artwork from there. This book, it's got a bit too much Death Smiles in, to be honest. Like, it's got some of the character art and stuff for Death Smiles, but there's quite a lot of pages covering Death Smiles and Death Smiles 2. That's the only thing I would say against it. Up to literally that much of the book is covering Death Smiles, and then you start to get some really interesting stuff. You've got the artwork from Guang, which is another vertical shooter of theirs. Some beautiful artwork in Guang. It's like really traditional Japanese looking artwork, really nice. And then you've got like Dodon Apache. So look what else we got. You got some Dodon Apache. You got some Escaluda artwork. You got some artwork from I can't remember the name of that game now. Ketsu. You got the Escaluda artwork, which is artwork stunningly done. As you can see, really nice. I love the cave artwork. It's really anime, and it's got some really nice artwork on the arcade games. And as you can see now, how cool is that? And then it's got so it's got quite a lot of pages in this book. You got the brilliant artwork from Mushy Sama, or Mushyheim Sama, I think that's how it's pronounced. And then, like, it's how beautifully drawn of this stuff. It's nicely printed in the book as well, and there's a fair amount of pages. So we've got the artwork from Pink Sweets, which is a very strange arcade game. It's pretty cool. And then Muchi Muchi Pork, which is a pretty cool arcade game. I like Muchi Muchi Pork. It's pretty good fun, that is. And lucky enough, those two games come on one disc for the 360 as well, and they're region free. See more Dodon Apache Resurrection. And then the stunning artwork from Akai Katana. I love the artwork in Akai Katana. It's pretty amazing. As you can see. I say, I don't tell how many pages are in this now. 159 pages. Say this book, like I said, is Japan only. There's a couple of Japanese sellers selling it on eBay, and it'll run you back 30 quid posted. That's how much I paid for it. But it's got some pretty stunning artwork and stuff. If you're into that sort of thing, of course. Like, if you're not, it's a waste of money. But yeah, brilliant. So that's pretty much my pickups for October 2015. So Christmas is coming up, guys. I say I got a few games to buy for Christmas. I got like the new COD is coming out. I loves a bit of COD, so I'm getting a bit, especially Black Ops. So I'm getting myself a copy of Black Ops, and I'm going to buy the new Star Wars Battlefront as well, which I've played the beta for that, and it does seem pretty cool. And I have to say, it's probably the first time you playing the Battle of Hoth in the game, and it feels like you're watching the movie, or you're in the Battle of Hoth when you're playing it. So that should be interesting to see what sort of reviews I guess when it comes out as well. So trying to think what else is coming out. I do want to get myself a copy of BlazBlue, Chrono Phantasm Extra, which has just come out in the UK. I want to pick up that, and I do want to pick up Dengenki Bunko Fighting Climax Ignition, which is a Japan only beat 'em up. I've got the first Dengenki Bunko on the PS3, and it is a really good fun anime beat 'em up. It's got some interesting gameplay and moves and stuff, and I don't know, it's just a really good fun game. So on December 17th in Japan, there's a PS4 one coming out, which is the new version of the arcade. So I think I'm going to pre-order myself that and have it sent fast delivery. So you never know, I might actually get it by Christmas. So I'm going to do that on payday, as you do. But yeah, I say that's quite a fair size haul actually for this month. Which I didn't think I'd pick that much stuff up, but the WiiU games are a bit of a bargain really, and that's going to take me ages to play through all these. Like I said, I'm just playing through Mario 3D World at the moment. But anyway, guys, so we're on my plan I do as well. Last year I did the 12 games of Retro Christmas, and this year I might do the same thing again. So I might pick out 12 retro games and do a retro review on each game, leading up to the 12 days of Christmas again. So basically a load of retro games that'll keep you happy over Christmas. So I'm gonna have to be quite cunning in what I pick out this year. So I will try, say if I do get that going down, I will try and base it across quite a few consoles, so they can maybe, you know, do some Xbox, PlayStation, PC Engine, SNES. I maybe I'll do a game for each console I got or something. Maybe we'll do that. But anyway, guys, that's my pickups for this month, and hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye now.